I decided to humor her with that last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? I'll go for Yuri. Why not? It wouldn't click. The hell? Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after you're reading through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. Okay, this is the same as before. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognized is in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick writing styles separate from the topic matters and they form fit the two together. The end is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, this is the exact same poem. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. This must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The light flickers, I flicker back. Okay, same thing. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems, not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Ghosts? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Tai. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Okay, we already have this information. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive, but it's nothing really. Let's see. Makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying. Counting on you. Who should I show my poem to next? Okay. So far, everything's the same. I think I don't like the way Monica is breaking the fourth wall every once in a while here. This is throwing me off a bit. I think Monica is the problem, but... Hi, Ty. Having a good time so far? Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Oh my gosh. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Ty. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Ty. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, I skipped a lot. Oh, geez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. Okay. If you say so. Yep. Yeah, it used to be that I would, mesh well with Sayori. I wonder, if anyone knows what happened to Sayori. That's gonna actually tell me within this club. Monica, what did you say to Sayori? If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. You mean she's starving and hungry all the time, but sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. That's not what happened. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Okay. Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Not really. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Well, let's read it then. Okay, hole in the wall. He wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. Swallowing my fears, I brandished my pen. I'm pretty sure I read this before. Oh, this is different. Wait a minute. I think it's different. Wait, hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems in flat sheets of paper? Wait, I haven't seen this before. The sound of frantic scrolling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Okay. So, what do you think? Am I supposed to have thoughts? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Yeah, that's my only consideration with that. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. You said that last time. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Well, yeah. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. She had some epiphany last time, but I never got to know what that was either. And she keeps telling, well, last time she told Sayori something, and we never got to know what that was either. Monica has a lot of secrets. Monica has a lot of secrets, and I don't like it. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Okay, it's the same advice as before. Nothing changed. Thanks for listening. I also think that's supposed to be a fourth wall break where it's just like a writing tip. You guys heard that, right? No, I'm not crazy. The game's gaslighting me now. You heard the weird music, right? The game just gaslighted me so hard right now. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Ty, whatever do you mean? Oh no, not everyone in chat gaslighting me too. No, wait. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Where's Sayori? They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Oh my god. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Reading is so fucking hard today. Whew. I should have woken my brain up more. I don't know what I needed today. Maybe I should have had some tea or something to wake my senses up, because I'm a little dulled down today. Very exhausted. Sleep schedule thrown off. Everything. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Okay, this is the same as before. What's with this language? Same as before. They're kind of criticizing each other low-key. It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Okay. We've been through this. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out that nice at all. I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Okay. That's a bit of a flawed logic, but okay. Monica liked it, and Ty did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Ty liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, this scene without Sayori is gonna suck. Oh, frick. Okay, give me 1 sec. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member. Okay, they're bantering back and forth. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Ty appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as tides started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like... that? You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking. You wanna be edgy, bitch? Whoa. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can... Whoa, Natsuki's blurring out? You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by addressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. I feel like I have to speed read because I'm scared. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?